Here we have G.I. Joe Classified Series number 145, David Crazylegs Thomas. Yes, hello. We are on the very last of the G.I. Joe Classified Series Dragonfly figures. So this is the Parachute Rigger Nightforce Crazylegs. I really like the way this guy looks. I can't wait to get him out. Very nice. Again, this, I really just want to say, last review, the box that they've done, the box style that they've done for this line has been spectacular. I think it's wonderful. I love it. I've loved all the ones that I've opened up so far. And this one is no different, really good. Nightforce logo here. I really like the Nightforce logo. Nightforce is probably my favorite sub-team, so getting more of these guys is always great. G.I. Joe Classified Series here, HasLab there. There he is right there on the side. Nightforce, all of his little thingies on the back here. That art is great. The artist who did this did a fantastic job. His head looks huge, but that's fitting. Again, the final piece of that really, really nice artwork on the side there. Yeehaw Champion up top, as per usual. Yeehaw Champion on the bottom, as usual. So yeah, let's get Nightforce David Crazylegs Thomas out of his packaging. And so here we have Crazylegs Nightforce variation out of the packaging on the spinny base that is not spinning because I forgot to plug it in. So that's my bad. How are we doing? I really like this figure. Let's it's been a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little bit. Sorry about that. I have been sick for a while, and then I also just got lazy and I just decided I didn't want to do it. I kept doing, I'll film it today. And now it's day before Thanksgiving. And so this is basically my last shot at doing this before the end of the month, pretty much. So sorry about that. Didn't mean to take that long. And I should have more stuff up. I'm working conceptually on some videos, writing some stuff out that aren't strictly toy reviews. But yeah, I've been away a little bit. Sorry about that. I do apologize. That was my bad. I have bursts like this. If you follow me for a while, you know that. But looking at this guy, this figure by himself, he looks really good. It's a really good looking figure. I like Nightforce. Crazylegs is now whatever. As a character to me, I really don't care that much. But this figure is a very, very good figure. So let's take him off the base here and let's get a closer look at him. So here's a closer shot of Mr. David Thomas Crazylegs, mostly all geared up. Crazylegs has an interesting backstory. He's called Crazylegs because, well, seemingly he's crazy. His file card describes him as someone who could have been a concert pianist if his fingers were longer. I guess he's got short fingers. That's, I don't know. That's weird thing to mention. But it's called Crazylegs because he jumps out of helicopters and planes and everything like that, which makes sense why he came with the Dragonfly. But his main goal is his main profession is a parachute rigger, which you can tell by the backpack here, which has just got a bunch of parachute straps on it, and another detail which we will look at later. It's his hat. But the figure itself looks really solid. It's a really cool looking figure. I like this design. I like this design a lot more than the actual regular Crazylegs because the red and the gray kind of pops out a little too much for my taste. I like color, but I like the color to be on the Cobra side as opposed to on the Joe side. But that's just me. I like the goofier designs and the more colorful designs that go with Cobra, unless it's someone like Chuckles who is designed specifically to look like that. But I like this black and dark green and bits of red. It's a very appealing color combination here. Looking at him here up close, we have that same logo that was on Nightforce Ripcord, which is some sort of griffin, I believe. On the side here, there's nothing there. He doesn't have the Nightforce patch like the other guy does. He has a pouch here with two the spherical grenades. I can't remember what they're called. Not called pineapple grenades. We have his knife in his sheath, which we'll talk about later because I have something I want to talk about that because it makes me angry. All of his straps are super nice. Everything's geared up. There's a really nice texture to like this whole like raised sort of area here. It's like it has a proper like, I'm trying to describe what that texture is, but it's something that I've like seen in a lot of military attire before, specifically like stuff like this, someone who's in a helicopter or a plane or whatever, someone who deals with air-based situations. There's a very nice dark black with a little bit of the like kind of a brownish red on this color here, which adds some depth to it, adds some difference, which is really nice. The green boots are super nice. I love the look, the green holster for his pistol, green straps and everything, the green on the helmet, the goggles, everything looks super, super good as a figure. I really like it. And again, the red on the sleeves here really helps it pop. It adds some of that nice needed color, because if it was just the green and the black, it would look a little dull. That really helps it, I think. It really helps add more to it. But let's take his gear off real quick. And this guy actually has a shockingly large amount of gear. You don't expect a lot, but he actually does come with a lot. This piece comes out, which we'll talk about in a moment. But I want to look at his head sculpt here. Is it just me, or does he look like Ezra Miller? Am I high? Am I high, or is this the Flash? A little bit. He has a little bit of that look. His head is a little more potato shaped. It's a bit more of a sphere. That haircut is atrocious. He's got the Julius Caesar cut. Terrible look. Probably fitting for someone who's in the military or whatever, but he looks like an idiot to me. I don't like the look. I think it looks bad. But nice brown eyes, everything like that. A little bit of a Limp Bizkit flavor saver going on there. But yeah, the head sculpt is very much nice. It looks very good. We can talk about more of what stuff on there in a second here. But what I want to talk about here is to take this piece off, this gear piece off, because on the original Crazylegs, he has this same sort of gear piece, this like overlay, which is I believe like a rig for like a parachute or something. It's supposed to act as that, but you can pop it off very easily with these two little tabs in the back here. Just pop and then pop right here, and then you can boom, pull that off, pull it down around the legs here. That's a little harder. Is the only issue, is like got to get it around the legs. You have to take this bit off first to take the pistol holster off. But if you want to, you can take the whole gear piece off. I don't think I will, because he looks kind of doofy without it. But this does make it very easy if you want to put on the the whole rig that Glenda came with. To put that on him, I think that would really help and add a lot to it. But yeah, he looks super solid as is. You can just, again, put this over on top right here, which I will, because I think he looks stupid without it. But I want to look at his accessories before we get too far into this. So, like I mentioned earlier, this hat he comes with, this red cap, which you can just put on his head, like here, just like so. Slide on right there. That is something that actual, in real life military parachute riggers wear on their heads. I didn't know that before I got this figure. Lenny mentioned it in one of these streams where they were talking about Crazylegs. Apparently, I looked this up myself. I didn't know this personally. Parachute riggers wear red baseball caps because in a field of green, just a sea of men wearing green, you want to find the one guy who's going to make sure your pack is set up right and everything's ready. So they wear the red baseball cap as a signifier that, hey, I'm your guy. So I think it's really cool that they included that. It's not like necessary, but I like that they brought it in. It feels fitting. So whenever I have this guy on my shelf or whatever, he's going to be wearing the hat. He's going to wear the hat because, you know, someone like that, parachute rigger, probably wouldn't be on the front lines. Probably wouldn't be jumping out of helicopters. So I don't know. He's going to be one of the Joes in my mind who's usually stationed at base more often than not. He's going to look really good next to Ripcord, or the Halo Jumper figure that actually comes with a legitimate parachute. So that's very cool. I hope that when they inevitably release this version into the regular classified line, he still comes with that hat. So yeah, that is the hat accessory he comes with. But looking at the articulation, because I forgot to mention that, his head can look up that far, can look down that far. Focusing has been a real problem lately. There is a ball joint here at the head, so he gets a lot of motion there. There's a dumbbell joint at the neck and at whatever below the neck is, I guess. There's no ab crunch, but there are two ball joints around his waist, so you get like a nice range of motion there. This does get in the way, this whole rig, but again, you can take it off if you want. I probably won't because, again, like I said, I think he looks stupid. Butterfly joints, which really don't add a lot, again, because this whole display here. 360 at the shoulder, swivel at the bicep, double jointed pinless arms. Both hands go up and down like so. There are drop down hips, which again really don't do much because of this whole rig display. The left leg is very loose on mine. I don't know if that's anyone else's problem, but this is very loose. Double jointed pinless knees, which are very nice. Cannot kick his own butt. There's also a bit of a looseness on his foot here, which is talking about the swivel here at the upper thigh, swivel here at the calf, I guess. Foot can go down that far. can go up that far. This joint specifically is very, very loose. This one's a lot tighter. I don't know, just some general QC issues. I wouldn't really have as much to complain about these if this wasn't a effectively $300 figure. But yeah, that's the articulation that comes with Crazylegs. Like I said, this guy's got a lot of our accessories here, starting with his backpack, which we saw earlier here. Just a very nice straight black backpack with some very nice red straps that go all the way around. I think it's very nice. Again, works with a parachute rigger. A little bit of a pull string right there, you can see right there. So odds are this is also some sort of parachute pack. It looks really nice though. It just slides on his back super easy, very nice. Looking at the hat a little closer here, just a nice red standard, baseball cap. With the little bits of black on the side here. You can see little holes in there. Very nice. Top of the cap here. Everything's really nice. This is a really nice baseball cap. I don't know if that's the same one that comes with Alpine. I don't have Alpine. But if that is the same mold, if you have it, let me know. He has his helmet here, which makes him look very dorky. I'm not going to lie. I don't like the way the helmet looks. I also personally had trouble getting this on his head. And I was really worried about this, like the mouth guard here, pulling and breaking. But the helmet itself looks nice. This whole piece right here, the goggles are removable, so you can take them off because, much like most goggles that come in the classified line, there is ones here which you can actually wear. You can put them over his head and then put the helmet bit on. I've had struggles doing that, so I really don't do that. And then there's this one right here which goes over the hat itself, so that way he can, cover himself up. His pistol here is some sort of a SIG or Glock of some kind here. The grip looks nice. The pistol itself is very well molded, very nice. I'm not sure which kind it is. A little bit of peg right there so you can put in a blast effect if you have any. I do not. Not a removable magazine. Good, because I would get lost very easily. His main weapon here, though, I think it's very cool, is some sort of an MPX, MP5 situation here with a very nice sling magazine, which is removable. You can actually see a little bullet molded on there, which I think is very nice. Plugging it right there. The scope here, which is very nice. The whole, the rack, everything looks very nice. The whole thing looks super, super good. Really well designed. And what's really cool is the foldable buttstock. Very fun. I don't know how often I would use that for like a weapon like this, but the fact that it's there is a very cool touch. It's a very nice touch. I appreciate that just as an accessory, just as an additional bit of play. It's very fun, and it makes a very cool looking visual, especially with the removable magazine. I have a lot of fun with that. And the big problem I have here is this knife. Looks fine. Let's say flip it on the other side. So as you can see, the paint has chipped off and it's actually warped a little bit. Putting it into the knife sheath holster, I actually struggled to put it in there a couple times. And it's a very, very tight fit. And I only noticed it until after I pulled the knife out to do this review that the paint had actually worn off. So when you're handling this, be careful. The paint might wear off. And again, it wouldn't be an issue if this was like a released figure, like a single retro card or whatever. I mean, like, I'd still be upset, but I wouldn't be mad that I spent $300 on it. Like, again, I didn't spend $300 on Crazylegs, but effectively I did with the whole bundle. Like, it's a part of the whole piece. It's part of the whole set. And if one bit of the set is busted, it makes the whole thing feel worse. But yes, those are the accessories that come with Crazylegs. As for size comparison, here he is next to his fellow Nightforce buddy, Ripcord. Looks very good together. Again, these Nightforce figures just look so good. I love the way they look. They're super, super solid. I really want to get more of these now. Getting these two really makes me want to get more now. I really want to get that Big Ben and the Nightforce Tunnel Ride at some point. So if I get those, you'll be sure to get a video for him. So yeah, there he is next to Nightforce Ripcord. Here he is next to fellow HasLab buddy, Glenda, who, man, she is short. Well, shorter than most people. She looks very short next to him. But again, looks very fun together. I love this Glenda figure as well. Like this whole classified set has been like super, super good. The Dragonfly set overall has been fantastic. I do not regret it at all. What a great, great purchase with a bunch of great, great figures. So yeah, there he is next to Glenda. And here he is next to Big Boa. I was going to grab Wild Bill, but he's in the Dragonfly right now, and I'll be honest, it's late. I'm tired. I don't want to get him out. So yeah, there he is next to one of the tallest classified figures I have. What a big boy. I didn't call him Big Bo for nothing. So yes, that was Nightforce Ripcord. Nightforce Ripcord. So yes, that was Nightforce Crazylegs. A very good figure. Legitimately super, super good. Again, some problems I have, which are mostly minor, but again, I gotta point them out for something like this. I always gotta point them out, even if I think they're small. A very fun figure. I really like the cap he comes with. I like the foldable buttstock on his weapon. It's a very nice roundup to all of these guys. And one thing I promised I would do, and then I almost forgot to do while I was filming this, was to bring in all 4 of the boxes to put them side by side so you can see the beautiful, beautiful artwork that goes around on all 4 of these. It looks super, super good. I love this. I love it so much. It looks so good. I love this Dragonfly. This Dragonfly is excellent. If you got one, great. Super happy for it. If you didn't, I'm real sorry because you're missing out on something super, super good. I hope you got a Rattler. I definitely did. I really can't wait to see what the Rattler box art looks like. And it's a weird thing to want to see the box art for something I'm going to take out of a box, but I really can't wait to see what the art looks like for the Rattler box. If this is anything to go by and the HISS tank, it's going to be excellent. It's going to be fantastic. But yeah, that was Nightforce Crazylegs. If you liked it, like I said, leave a comment, like, subscribe. Everything needs to get done for me to keep these videos that I love to make. And I will see you next time. Yo, Joe, this might be the first time I'm editing a video on a blank screen.